How you doing today?
Hello, how you doing?
Good. I'm glad that you could come out today. I know we talked a little bit earlier last week about coming out and figuring out some ways that we can help you with your marketing advertisement. First and foremost, I'd like to get to know you a little bit better, Dr. Alex.
Okay.
So, if you want, you could tell me a little bit about, you as well as your company so we could really get to know each other.
Well, the reason I became a cosmetic doctor because I get inspired by my family. They both are doctors,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just like regular doctors. And then for me, I feel like I would like to do a bit something different. So that's why I decided to choose to become a cosmetic doctor. And the reason that like I came to Miami
Mm-hmm.
in 2005, and when I came here, I worked in one cosmetics clinic in in Miami.
Okay.
And then after working for 6 months, I feel like I want to own a clinic and I want to operate better than them because like, I feel like they still have like some thing that I don't like, and I already told them and they doesn't listen to my idea.
Okay.
So I just came out and opened one clinic. And for my business, I started my first location in the heart of Hialeah in 2006. I started with only 2 doctors. They are the consultant and also do all the stuff by themselves. And then we got a lot of shoots because like we focus on Hispanic people
Mm-hmm.
and we doing pretty good on it, and they were like our service. So it's about mouth to mouth advertising to us, and we got like grow dramatically. So in 2011, we saw a new opportunity in Westchester. So we decided to open a big clinic in Westchester that have like 6 doctors and 14 employees.
Wow.
And at that clinic, it's not about Hispanic, and also we see an uptrend for African American. They also start coming to visiting clinics.
Okay, wow. Well, well, first and foremost, I'm glad that you saw an opportunity to start your own thing. And from the tell of it, I could tell, I did a little research into your business, and I can tell that it's been successful since 2006. So that's a really amazing part on your end. Just to get a little bit more understanding of me and who I am, so that we could, build a great long relationship. I was originally born here.
Mm-hmm.
I had moved to study in Illinois, just because the schooling system was better and I had a couple more chances and opportunities out there. But I really couldn't take the the harsh weather. It's so freezing out there.
I feel you. I hate cold weather.
So I actually ended up moving back to Miami here.
Mm-hmm.
I saw opportunity with Comcast Spotlight,
I see.
and I really liked their ideas because as a person who likes new creative things and ways to expand in markets that haven't been seen before, Comcast really pushed that button.
Mm-hmm.
With their new product called Spotlight.
I see.
And I moved back here probably not too long ago, about 2 years back, and I've been working with them ever since. So that's pretty much my story in my own words, I guess you could say. But what I would really like to ask you is, how do you think your advertising and marketing is going so far?
So far, I would just say so because like right now, as I have mentioned earlier, we are even our ad is still focused heavily on Hispanic people.
Okay.
Like currently, we're doing sending mail like in Spanish language, Spanish radio, and Spanish televisions, and some advertisement on call.
So you feel like it's not adequate enough, correct? Is that what I'm getting?
It's not that right now, like before we feel like it's already enough, but right now to us, it's not really enough. We would like to expand more because like right now we only focus on Hispanic, and recently I have just seen the trend of African American, and so I have an idea. Would like to expand to varied customer, not only Hispanic and African American. I would like to open to all, like to expand to all type of people.
All right. So if I'm correct, right now you've been targeting Spanish background or Hispanic backgrounds because of the areas you're surrounding, and you're
Yes,
looking
you are
to
right.
expand in Westchester because of the variety of the community ethnic backgrounds. Correct?
You're right.
All right. Well, I'm glad you want to expand, and it's like you said, it's time to improve, and we believe at Comcast that we can really help you with that. Just a quick question: will you be the decision maker in if you want to move forward with us?
Yes, I am.
Well, that's great because we really want to take it to the person that will be making the decision and show them our benefits that we could bring towards you.
Okay.
First and foremost, Westchester is currently located in Doral, correct?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. Well, just off of my knowledge, I know that there's a lot of college students there, as well as a lot of African American and Hispanic community, and I think, considering your target market is, if correct me if I'm wrong, is females.
You are right.
And the age between probably about 20 to 60, correct?
Yes, you're right. Probably most clients that come to our clinic is there's like the majority of customers are in the age of mid 30s to early early 50. They are the most majority of the group, among from 20-ish to 60-ish.
Oh wow, well that's great, because what we could do is we could definitely target that audience that you want in that area, and that's the real benefit of Comcast Spotlight. Excuse me, apologize.
It's fine.
We currently work with a company called Nelson & Co. And pretty much what they do is they study the demographics and marketing information that is necessary to help create Comcast Spotlight. And we're able to determine people's age, their income, their martial status, ways so that we know when to play your ad at the appropriate times and what stations to play it at. So what we do with Comcast Spotlight is, if I could just knock in the door and just go straight into it, is pretty much we set up your ads in the perfect timings for every day for the right audience. So say, for example, as I know you wanted to expand to the African American community, we could, one of the main stations that they watch is BET. We could play it at certain times when we know that they're off at work, around 6 o'clock, and when they're watching that station. We know when they're watching, how long they're watching, and when they'll watch again. We have all that knowledge due to our information system that we do with Nelson & Co. So we really set up the perfect opportunity for you to excel and make sure that the customer and your clients remember your ad. How does this make you feel?
That sounds really interesting.
Do you have any questions so far?
I just have a question, like how effective is the Comcast is, like as you said, like how it works is like really interesting, and I just would like to know like how effective it is, because like I acknowledge that it is a good way to send a message to customers. Like want to know like how would at what rate would you say, like from 1 to 100, at what percentage is?
I would give it a solid 85%, and I'll say why. I know that sounds very bold, but let me put it like this: when you have a product that's based off of consumers' behavior, we're looking at their age, their martial status, their income, whether they'll be able to afford it or not. If they have kids, if they don't have kids.
I see.
With all this knowledge, we really set it up so your ad will be remembered, and it's targeting everyone that you want to be targeted. With Comcast, we offer about 50 stations, and we make sure that we're on all the top stations so that all your customers are being reached.
All right. So I feel like everything is good, and I'm still interested with Comcast, like when the way that you explain me.
Okay.
So I just would like to know about the cost because like as it sounds interesting, it might cost higher.
Well, before we get into that, how much are you looking to spend? How much are you spending right now for
Like
advertising?
currently we're spending about between 4,000 to 5,000 per year.
Wow, that's a little bit of that's a lot. That
So is that you can offer a better price?
well, this is why you're lucky. The first package that we involve is 3,500,
Mm-hmm.
and let me tell you what it involves. It's 18 spots.
Mm-hmm.
It plays your ad 180 times because it's 10 times per day,
Mm-hmm.
and it costs 3,500. So you're getting 18 different television channels to be played 10 times a day for way more less than what you're currently paying. And with this, you're reaching the variety of target audiences that you want, your target markets. You're reaching both the Hispanic, the African American,
Mm-hmm.
as well as any other ethnic backgrounds that you believe will.
So are you able to lower down your cost a little bit?
I think we can make. Well, right now we're under your budget.
It's under my budget, but my budget is like for 1 year long. So it's your advertising lasts for 1 year.
So it advertises for 3 months. But let me show you the benefit.
Mm-hmm.
How many patients do you see in a day?
Sorry?
How many clients do you see in a day?
Like I would say between 3 to 7.
3 to 7. Well, with what we could do, and how much? Oh, before I get into that, how much would you say? How much does each client pays?
They spend start from 500
500
to 2 or 3,000.
Okay, so with that being said, if I could bring in 3 new customers a day, 3 new clientele, that's almost 1,500 at the lowest package you have a
Mhm.
day. You have enough customers within 2 days to pay off for the next 3 months,
That sounds fair.
and you'll be reaching way more clientels. You'll be gaining more clientele and reaching more of a target audience that you want to have,
Mhm.
as well as increasing customers per day. 3 more clients a day.
And I have another last question. It's like, since I have 2 locations, are you able to put 2 locations together to advertising?
Well, that's the benefit, because when we work with you, we become partners, so we'll be able to create an ad that has both locations in it. We'll advertise both of them in one ad,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll have to adjust the price a little bit, but it'll be perfect.
All right, that sounds really good to me.
Do you have any other questions?
Nope.
When can we meet up to sign contracts or maybe move to the next step?
Probably in Sunday.
Sunday? I can definitely do Sunday.
Okay, that sounds great. That sounds great.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Adams.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.